Welcome to you. Thanks for getting up early. How you doing?
Good. Good morning, and thank you for having me.
Of course, of course. I'm interested in the ground game right now because when you talk about Nevada, you guys have 6 electoral votes up for grabs, which isn't a lot when you look at all of the battleground states. But you're super important and unpredictable because of that independent, nonpartisan faction of the voting bloc. Talk to me about the political landscape of your state.
Yeah, Nevada, we say that we're battleground and battle tested, and our ground game is second to none. We started the work on this election over a year and a half ago with 12 offices throughout the state, over 100 employees on the ground, and a huge amount of volunteers knocking doors, making phone calls, doing postcards. We saw last election cycle that Nevada was a state that won back the Senate. We won Catherine Cortez Masto off our seat back by less than 1%. We're a battleground state. We don't leave a voter unturned or untouched or unlistened to, no matter who that voter is.
I'm looking at some of the polling, and it's interesting right now in the Senate race in Nevada. Jackie Rosen is ahead by 10 percentage points over her challenger, Brown, yet the presidential race is so much tighter. What do you make of the difference of those two races right now in the polls?
Jackie Rosen has a history in our state, and voters in the state know that they have a senator who has been out there hard working for them. They know her. They're getting to know Kamala Harris, and I'm excited as I go throughout the state to tell them who Kamala Harris is. I met Kamala when she was a senator and at a luncheon. We just happened to be sitting next to each other and had a conversation about maternal mortality and the health conditions of women and pregnant mamas in our country. And she said, I've been working on that policy in DC. I could help you with that. And I thought, she's a senator from another state. What's she going to do? But within weeks, her staff reached out to me and said, hey, Assemblywoman, we hear you're working on this policy. And our boss said you might need some help. How can we help you? And she just didn't send her staff. She checked in with me and said, where are you at on that policy? Oh, you know what? This might be a better angle. Or have you talked to this person? I want people to meet the Kamala Harris that I know, that my family has come to know, that my grandchildren feel that she's a family friend of. They're getting to know her. And I think that's why you're seeing the shift as people get to know her. The numbers for the presidential campaign were down further in our state than in other states. She's made a bigger swing here than we have in other states, but as they get to know her, learn who she is and her policies, I think you'll see that move in the same direction that you see Jackie Rosen, because they'll get to know her as well as they do Jackie.
Yeah, well, those personal stories account for a lot. How about engagement, Danielle, among young voters? It's been fascinating to see, certainly since Kamala Harris entered the race, how much interest there is among young voters, in part because of social media and where they're trying to meet them.
Yeah, so our young Democrats are excited, but it's not just our young Democrats. A few weeks ago, I did a tour of our entire state. What I said I would do, doing our kitchen table tour, talking to voters, young at heart, some older, Democrats, Republicans, and especially our independents throughout the state. The energy was on fire because they have watched Kamala Harris from the time she was a senator. They've watched her as their vice president. They're excited about her policies on climate issues, on housing, on education. Their voters of all ages, but especially our young voters in Nevada, resonate with her message. And I saw that just this weekend. We had Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett in town, and we held a number of events with her. Those events were filled with young people. And what I saw in those events were young people that just weren't Democrats. There were young independent voters, young Republican voters that were there to hear what the vision is, for their future. And they're resonating with the vision that Kamala Harris and Tim Walz are saying and the record that she has. They are telling me as their state party chair, but also as their state legislator, that they resonate more with the message that they see that Kamala is saying, but not just that, with the work that she's been doing year after year and as a senator, but also as a partner to President Biden in the White House.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.